Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to Cody Stamann up against Douglas Silva de Andrade this weekend. Couple of wins for you on the bounce now. How good's the momentum for you going into this one?
It's great. I mean, I feel like I just fought yesterday. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't take a whole lot of like time off, necessarily, you know what I mean? Like I was right back in another fight camp a couple weeks after the last one. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like that's when I'm at my best is when I'm just competing a lot, just, just building, building on the momentum.
He's coming off a loss to Said Nurmagomedov, but if you look at his record, he's beaten people like Chito Vera. How big of a test is he for you?
He's tough, man. There's just no quitting that guy. You know what I mean? Like he's a tough dude. He's never going to take himself out of a fight. He's never going to look for a way out. With that being said, I think he beat Chito long before Chito was who he is. And, I don't see him being at the same level that I'm at in terms of anywhere, striking, grappling anywhere. I think I'll be faster. I think I'll have a significant striking advantage. And, anywhere this fight goes, I'm prepared to whoop his ass.
What have you got to watch out for?
Big looping punches. Like I said, the dude chucks hard, right? He catches a lot of people on their way in, on their way out. I've seen him hurt, like almost out of a fight a few times, and he lands a bomb on somebody. So it's just about being composed and being smart, never really taking the foot off the gas. I feel like in my last fight, there was a lot of times, the end of rounds, I was kind of coasting. I'm not gonna be able to do that against Douglas De Andrade. You got to stay on your A game the whole time because he's dangerous. He's dangerous always. So, I just think I'll just bring the same, composure that I had last time and just fight a full 5-minute round. And I don't know if this one's gonna go 15 minutes. I don't really see it going 15 minutes. I think I can get him out of there in 2.
How difficult is it to rack up wins in this division? Is it often being said the toughest in the UFC?
It's the worst. I mean, bantamweight is the absolute worst. To have the success I've had, I believe that I'm, pound for pound, one of the best guys in the world. And, I've had close fights against, the best guys in the world. And I think people forget sometimes that I've literally fought, maybe the toughest guys on the planet. Just because I'm not like a dude that's like out here, stroking myself off, trying to get attention. Like I just do my business and disappear. So, yeah, I mean, anybody that looks at me and counts me out against anyone in the world is out of their minds, because I really do believe that at this point in my career, there's not a whole lot of guys out there that could beat me. And on a good day, I don't think there's anybody that can beat me.
You've got guys in the division who, you got Cejudo who likes to make pillows and stuff. Do you have anybody who like pushes you to do more in terms of that, like, whether it be gimmicks or like more call outs or be more, I don't know.
Stick, yeah. Yeah, I mean, everyone's like more or less tried to push me to do that. You know what? In the younger version of myself, I think I'd be all over that. I'd be like the on Twitter, calling everybody out and doing that nonstop. But I worked really hard to be the man I am today and the person that I am today. And I don't really want to go backwards so that fans can relate to me more. You know what I mean? Like I'm a sound human being. And that's like my main goal in life is just to be a decent person, inside and outside the cage. And so for me to like pick up like some kind of stick or some kind of gimmick, for attention just doesn't really align with like who I want to be as a man. You know what I mean? Like I'm just a hardworking blue collar dude. And ultimately, I'll get it done. You know what I mean? I'll get the job done and I don't have to like, open my mouth and be an ass, to do it. Not to mention like, it's really hard, look at my last few fights, like half these guys don't speak English. You know what I mean? Like, can I really go talk to like some dude who doesn't speak English? I mean, I was fired up in Brazil. They wouldn't even give me a microphone. So, like I will get a little bit gangster sometimes, but for the most part, I just like to be, authentic. Like I'll never have like a stick or a gimmick.
As one of the toughest dudes in the division, it's surprising when we look at that top 15 to not see your name in there. Like, is that got to be remedied?
Yeah. I mean, I think after having the performance that I'm capable of having this Saturday, uh, I think I'm going to go after absolute top of the division. But it's also been kind of weighing on my mind that 35 might not be it. I might go to 45. And there's a lot of interesting matchups in the top 15 at 145 that I feel like I stack up against those guys really well. So uh, I don't know if it's going to be a 35 or 45 pounder, but I'm definitely going to go after somebody that's ranked, and I'll make enough noise. I can make it happen.
You say one or two names interest you. Any thoughts on what would be fun for you at 45?
At 45, I just watched butcher the name, but Molazov, what's his name?
Uh,
I don't even.
Movsar Evloev.
Yeah, that guy. I'm not impressed with him. I mean, the fact that he's a top 10 guy at 145. I mean, I think I have all the skills right now to go beat that guy's ass. You know what I mean? If that would have been me that got that short notice call, like I'm 95% positive I would have handed him his first loss. Like I'm just not impressed with what he does. I mean, I don't think his wrestling is that great. And I mean, his stand up he looks slow. He looks slow, and he just doesn't move that well. So, I mean, after seeing that fight, it kind of gave me more confidence. Like I really could go to 45 and make some noise up there.
You went the distance with Merab a couple of years ago. Is that one you'd like to get back?
Yeah, but I mean, I got to earn that shot, right? Merab is he's done a lot since we fought. And honestly, that fight against Mian, I mean, that's the best version of him I've ever seen. So if and when Merab and I run it back, I'm gonna have to be better than I was the first time, obviously. But I mean, he's leveling up. He keeps leveling up. So do I think that's a potential fight in the future? Sure, but um, there's a lot of other guys in bantamweight that that I don't need to focus so much on Merab, and I'm happy for the guy. He's a good dude. I would like to see him, get his shot. I don't know if he will with his boy Aljo blocking him, but yeah, we'll see.
What did you make of the little face off with O'Malley there and the jacket and everything?
I mean, so many people were hitting me up like, "What the fuck is going on? Like, what are we doing here? Like, this is like some weird WWE stuff." Yeah, I mean, it just wasn't like a tasteful thing, like like you got two super cringy dudes that are trying to make some noise. I mean, obviously they sold the fight, I mean, I was gonna get his shot, and that was kind of the plan the whole time, but man, that was just a weird deal, dude. The only cool thing about it was Merab stealing O'Malley's jacket.
Was there any surprise with Sterling getting the wing? Does Aljo get underrated, do you think, at all?
Yeah, I mean, I think people underestimate like how good he is at controlling range, and really like how he makes you fight his fight. I mean, I think Cejudo definitely underestimated him, and then he started getting smacked on the outside. He couldn't find his way in. I mean, I know a lot of people didn't like the decision, but I mean, I honestly thought Aljo was up 4-1. So I mean, I thought they got it right. Um, and yeah, I think Aljo is super underrated. I mean, he took down Olympic gold medalists like two or three times. I mean, that's not an easy thing to do. So a lot of people sleep on how good he is as a grappler.
Gonna wrap up a little quick fire if that's okay with you. So, who's the hardest hitter right now, pound for pound, in the UFC?
Pound for pound, hardest hitter. Uh, Volkanovski.
Best wrestler?
Me.
Who's the funniest?
Funniest. Uh, Damn, that's a good one. Max Holloway.
Who's the most annoying?
Sean O'Malley or Henry Cejudo.
Who's the best looking fighter in the UFC?
Ooh. I don't know his name, but he's a 185 pounder from New Zealand. He was a stud. I thought he was a model when I saw him.
Carlos Ulberg.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, dang, is that I thought it was that underwear one.
Who would you most like to have dinner with?
In the UFC? Probably Volt. I think he cooks
Bolt.
pretty good food. Yeah.
Who has the coolest tattoos?
Um, Cody Garbrandt.
Who'd make the best movie star?
Ooh, Izzy.
Who's the best dressed?
Ooh. Corey Sandhagen.
Who would you most want by your side in a street fight?
Francis Ngannou.
Fair play. And who's got the best hands?
Best hands. I would probably say Max Holloway.
Best fight IQ?
Um, Islam Makhachev.
And who's the most interesting female fighter?
Is there one? Kidding. Amanda Ribas.
And finally, who would be your dream fight in any weight class, past or present?
Uriah Faber.
Nice. Awesome, Cody. Best of luck, man. I appreciate it.
Of course, brother.